One of the biggest moments in college football season, and it's happening tomorrow night, talking about the Heisman Trophy presentation. And joining us now is one of the finalists for the award, Vanderbilt quarterback Diego Pavia, and his coach, Clark Lee. Thank you both. Welcome to GMA3.
Well, thank you for having us. I think it's amazing just to be in this vicinity, you know?
Yeah, it's incredible. You've had quite a season, quite a year. Diego, you've just been named the SEC Offensive Player of the Year, and now you're a Heisman finalist. What's so interesting about your story is that you didn't receive a Division I scholarship. So what does it mean to be in this moment right now where you're up for these two awards? Did you ever think you'd be here?
Well, I think just as an underdog, I have the mentality that I can overtake anything. And it's a testament to the team. You know, I think a lot of guys are underrated in the building, and so they wanted to prove a point this year. And for me to win SEC Player of the Year, I think that's an award for all of us, especially the offensive line, just to protect me, get the ball out to the playmakers. And then the recruiting guys, you know, we made an effort in the offseason to go and recruit some of the best players in the country, which we think we have in the building. And this year just worked out for us.
It sure did.
Been so inspiring to watch. And Clark, you were just named SEC Coach of the Year. Congratulations.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
So deserving. Vanderbilt had such a great season. I mean, 10-2, finishing ranked 14th. How much of that success do you credit to Diego? And Vanderbilt has never had a Heisman winner before. What would this mean to the school?
Well, I don't know that I can put words to what it means and what he's meant. I mean, Diego would be the first to tell you. By the way, he absolutely believed that he was going to be here and absolutely believed he's going to win the Heisman, and that's what makes him so special. That belief is backed up with all the work you could ever imagine, but this is a team sport, and he is the most important player on the field because he touches the ball every snap, but it takes 11 guys on the same page each time. So he has been so impactful, but there's so many guys that we sit in representation of right now that deserve to be here with us. If we had a bigger couch, we'd bring them all. But, you know, his imprint on our program, I mean, this is a legacy conversation that goes way beyond the results on the field. This is about a guy who has helped establish alpha leadership in our locker room, player-led leadership in our locker room, really ingrained a competitive mindset amongst our players and a belief amongst them that, you know, we'll carry with us as he leaves and goes to the NFL. But a team game, but certainly can't say enough about Diego, and he deserves all the recognition he's getting.
Hear, hear. That is special, just to hear all of that.
It is. And, you know, Diego, speaking of the NFL, we know that you're, you know, locked in on tomorrow night, potentially with the Heisman. But talk to me about how you're feeling going into the draft.
I feel really confident in myself always. I feel like that's just some of my background in wrestling, where, you know, I've basically wrestled my whole life since I was 3 years old. So I got a lot of confidence in myself to do it. And I think any team who comes and gets me, they're going to get a winner, a champion, someone who can bring the locker room together and play for one another. And I feel like that's like one of my superpowers, is just bringing everyone together and wanting to play for one another. And, you know, eventually I want to be the most winningest quarterback in the NFL.
I know after everything that you just said, Clark, about Diego and his impact on the team, what do you think? The Heisman?
Oh, yeah.
Yes?
Well, there's no better player. There's no one more deserving. And you know, obviously I'm his coach, and I believe in him more than I believe in anybody. I mean, I've seen him do it. I've seen his process. You know, statistically, he's the best. The impact he's had on our team, I think when you measure that across the other players up for the World Award, he's been incredible that way. But I still think this goes back to the emotional connection he's established on our team. And he just mentioned this, and I think the quiet connections he's built in the building. He understands that winning is the product of a team, not just an individual. And so he's taken all the time to build those connections. And again, he's the best player in the country. I'm excited to watch him win the award. That's how we think.
We're excited to see no matter what happens.
Absolutely.
We'll certainly be watching. You can watch the Heisman ceremony tomorrow night right here on ABC starting at 7 Eastern.